So here we have Green D, actor, model, music artist, and activist. Welcome to Himmy Entertainment.
I feel very welcome.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm hyped. I'm so happy to be here. Especially in this room, the panda room. I'm hyped. This is dope.
Um, so you have been doing a lot lately. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, there's a new movie I'm in that's out right now called Something Blue. You could just YouTube Olivia McGarry, and Something Blue, and it should pop up. I'm also cameoed in a bunch of music videos as well as Wind Up You Millie Friendly, Chris Webby, Day by Day, and Last Wednesday, and yeah, that's a good
So
way to say it.
how was it acting? Have you acted in different movies?
I mostly acted in music videos and movies so far, and one movie.
Hmm.
So like one movie, three music videos.
How is that experience?
It's amazing. Being on set with everyone is really cool. Crooked Smile Agency takes care of their actors very well too, and their models.
That's-
Shout outs Cricket Smile Q and the Connecticut Film TV Alliance.
was it there was any difference between acting for a music video and acting for a movie?
Hmm. It is kind of different because when it comes to a music video, you kind of have to like have a more like I'm more coming as Grim D for a music video, while as for a movie I'm coming to play a part. So I was let's just say I'm protecting someone in this zombie movie and I shouldn't have. Facts. That's way to explain it.
Okay. Um, is there's other media presences that you have participated, like on TV or anything like that?
Yeah, I protest with my wife. Um, Eva's career, I love protesting with her and advocating with her and doing everything with her. Um, I usually am on TV giving testimony for certain bills that legislation are working to pass or not. And I also go on be on TV for random interviews about certain things that happen at the Capitol when it comes to activism.
Is there a specific topic that you're more interested in being involved when it comes into activism and lobbying?
Definitely prison reform and cannabis.
Okay.
Cannabis justice, energy and justice. Um, I've been really into wanting to help the least fortunate since I was a kid because like not saying I was fortunate, but uh on my grandma's block it was clear that like some people didn't have it as much as others. And it made me realize like yeah, I want to help change this. And then going through school and seeing like all the propaganda in school and like how schools try to like form kids into like what they want their expectations, not even like the parents expectations no more, it's like what the board of education's expectations for our kids, it's what they're on now. It's kind of crazy.
Tell me a little bit more. What are the board of expectations? Like what do you mean by that?
I feel like a lot of these like people that make the curriculum don't make it for kids that are in lower and middle income communities. They make the right curriculum for magnet schools and these other preppy schools. When it comes to public schools, they give them the bare minimum. Um, So it's almost like a never ending cycle of the magnet school kids end up working in the offices and the like cubicle jobs while the public school kids is like miscellaneous, it's hit or miss. It's because the public schools I feel aren't being as like I feel like the public schools are being neglected compared to everybody else. And I could feel that once I like left magnet school and went to East Hartford High, because like I was in magnet schools from like 6th to 11th grade,
Mm,
so I was like really deep into the school, and I was just like, yeah, I don't like this. I want to see what the public school is like. So I dropped out and went to East Hartford High after graduating 11th grade. Senior year, I went to East Hartford High, and what they're learning in 12th grade is what MLC was learning in the 6th grade. And that's not okay. That means people that make it on the lottery or have the money to go to these types of schools are getting treated better than the kids that are least fortunate. So that's one big thing that I get passionate about when it comes to education. But since being incarcerated, also, I'm very passionate about prison reform and COs and DOC taking accountability for abuse and constant neglect of inmates.
how long were you incarcerated for?
Over 4 years.
How long have you been out?
I've been out. Uh, I've been out since October of 2024. It's probably been like 5, 6 months. Um, I've been in and out since I first came home after 3.5 years, or three and some change. Um, the system kind of makes it so it's a revolving door.
Okay.
Which,
What
but I feel like there's a way to break it, and I feel like I figured it out. But like, I want to help people figure that out.
what do you think was the most challenging thing for you that led you to ending up in prison?
I would say my mental health and my age at the time. I was 20, homeless, and schizophrenic. I just got hit with schizophrenia like 6 days before I committed the crime I committed. So um, my mind was not in the right place when everything happened. That's why I'm out on mental health. What's it called? Mental health treatment stipulations.
Hmm. Um, how do you got to a place of accepting that there was something abnormal going on?
I realized, I'll be honest, I took these pills in Manson Youth Institution when I was having anxiety, and they put me in a room, stripped me naked, put me in a Ferguson, and literally fed me a bunch of pills for anxiety. I don't know why you need more than 3 pills for anxiety at 20 years old, but that's what they did. Let's just say I woke up the next day hearing voices, seeing things, and going through a lot. I didn't tell a single soul in that facility. I said, I'm seeing nothing, I'm hearing nothing, I'm not suicidal, I'm not homicidal. I'm ready to go back to the block.
Hmm.
I was released the next day and then was incarcerated 6 days after for an incident that I was incarcerated for. Um, Now that I'm on parole for. Um,
How was
my
it?
grandma had schizophrenia, but I'm gonna just say the stress that prison puts you through doesn't help your mental health at all. And whatever these nurses and doctors do in there is definitely not helping any of those kids or adults in there.
Do you think that individuals struggle with mental health have it harder when they're in prison?
Definitely. Um, when you have to depend on DOC for your health, that's the worst person to put in charge of that because they will guinea pig you. They will give you whatever they want to give you when they want to give it to you. And if you catch a seizure like I did in NACC, they'll let you sit into it. They'll let you sit in it and hoping that no one cares about you enough to do anything about it. DOC should not be in charge of people's health. Inmates deserve health care. Definitely.
Um, is that something that you're like heavy involved and advocate for? Mental health in prison?
Yeah.
Okay. How has it been transitioning back into the community and being out?
With the help of my wife, it's been good, but when it comes to like the system in general, it's been rocky. When you have mental health, a lot of people kind of try to take advantage of that, make you seem crazy or like you're asking for too much. So it's kind of easy for them to push away people that have mental health problems. And it's kind of like being incarcerated with mental health. When you come home, you kind of got to put your faith in the programs they have for felons or the programs they have for felons with mental health. And some are good, some are bad. Some put you back into prison, some might help you become successful. But you shouldn't have to take that risk to find out what you gonna get, you know? Because I've had to take that risk a couple times and violate my parole a couple times.
Um, since you being in charge of your own care, have you had like any challenges like navigating the system, making sure that you find the right person to support you, like the right doctor, the right
Oh yeah.
therapist?
Um I it took me like a year and a half
Hmm.
to figure out like my medicine and everything. But yeah, I finally figured out like my mental health treatment all the way.
Do you still struggle sometimes with like any like delusions or anything like that?
Um, I wouldn't say that. I would say my third eye is just very open.
Okay.
But scientifically, sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna go there. Do you think that mental health can be utilized as a label for things that may not be explainable or understand by others, like spirituality?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like schizophrenia is like, or any type of thing where you hallucinate or you see things without drugs, you are gifted. You are spiritually lifted and enlightened to the other side. You just have to learn to control it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now, do we need doctors to help us get through that? Possibly, yes. But we need trusted doctors for sure, like shamans and
Mm-hmm.
people that really care about people's mindset.
That they can see it in a more holistic perspective.
Exactly.
Okay.
Instead of just trying to drown people with pills and supplements, hoping that it works for this person, or
Mm-hmm.
like the guinea pig method has not been working, and it's just hurting people and giving people titties and breast cancer. Like, when are we gonna figure this out? It's 2025.
Hmm. Um, I understand. I understand what you mean. I look at holistic interventions prior to pharmacology when talking to people. Um, is there something that you have learned to do or something that you do to manage sometimes your struggles or emotional struggles?
Mm, I skateboard mainly. That kind of like centers me and grounds me because like if I fall or get hurt, like it's like okay, I'm all right. I'm here. I'm human. I'm alive. I'm not out my body. So it's like it feels cool like to skate and just make music and feel just any type of art. I'm just happy even when I'm drawing with my wife and making signs to protest with. I feel at peace.
Um, do you feel like music and art in general is also an outlet for you?
Definitely. Half of like my album I made in schizophrenic states,
Okay.
like while hearing a million things, which is kind of crazy to think about. Cause some people can't, like I can't say can't. Let me knock on wood. You can do anything you put your mind to. You are the master of your mind, and your mind is more powerful than anything ever because God put it in your head. So don't forget that. Never say you can't. So like I'm a trippy dude. I used to do acid and shrooms since I was like 15.
Mm-hmm.
So like when schizophrenia hit me, it was like, did I get a hex put on me or something? But like at the same time, like, damn, Juice WRLD was seeing shadows in his room. Maybe this is a thing that's just happening. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe it's a hex. I did something, I don't know. But I was just like, you know what? This is something spiritual. I'm gonna just see it as that. But then when you're incarcerated, you kind of just have to be like, all right, maybe I should take my meds because I don't want to be around a bunch of normal people think that don't have what I got, thinking like this nigga crazy. Or being in a cell with someone and you're just like, yo, you saw that? And they're just like, no, I didn't see that. And you just gotta be like,
Oh,
ah, damn. Yeah.
so do you struggle sometimes, like, where I should maybe not take my meds, or maybe
I
I
used
should?
to. When people used to say like, yo, you probably just got dusted. And I'm like, okay. And then I decided to not take my meds and I end up in the Institute of Living, aka the psych ward. And yeah, that's when as ever since then I'm like, yeah, meds, Skittles. Yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Take your meds. Especially Kanye. Take your fucking meds. Facts.
Outside of schizophrenia, is there anything else that you struggle with when it comes to mental health?
Um Anxiety, PTSD, especially driving with this one. It's like Jesus, it's like I'm reliving my car crash every day. It's amazing. But yeah, I wouldn't say struggle. I say all mental health problems aren't even a problem. It's kind of like there's no such thing as a bad trip. It's all a power. It's all a superpower. Like my PTSD is a superpower because I can remember something very horrible, or I can remember something very funny or very cool. Like I have a videographic memory. It's a blessing and a curse. I remember the worst shit, but I can also remember the coolest shit. And it's like, oh, yeah, yeah. Like nostalgia is the best thing ever. I love nostalgia.
Mm.
If you don't want to be a passenger prisoner, make me a passenger princess.
Working on
Um,
it.
so you said you struggle with PTSD and then and depression,
Yeah, depression, anxiety.
anxiety. Okay.
The depression is kind of like a chemical imbalance for sure. It's like random.
Hmm.
It's like I have like you ever saw Big Mouth? It's like I gotta like what's it called? Not a puberty demon. It's like a just an asshole demon that is doubts. A doubt demon. Boom. There
Hmm.
you go. That's what I'm gonna call it. The doubt demon. I have some doubt demons, anxiety demons, and they all suck. They all hate me. My mind's my worst enemy, and it's also my best friend. Word to Kurt Cobain.
I like that. I
Thank
like that. I like that because when you look at mental health and spirituality together and you try to visualize those struggles as something, I like that. So, your music, you said
you.
that, a lot of this music was created during times of struggle.
Yeah.
Do you think that your audience are capable of seeing that you were struggling?
I hope I don't scare nobody, cause I'm trying not to scare nobody, but at the same time, it's like when you listen to the album, just don't worry. I'm okay. Like that's the way to explain it. I don't know.
So, so do you think that your listeners, when they listen to your music, they wonder about how you're doing, or you think that your listeners are able to connect with your music
Yeah,
because they feel you at some level?
yeah. I feel like the people that listen to me feel my pain. They see I've been through a lot, and they resonate with that. And that's kind of why I put it out there, because I don't want people to feel alone. Like I've had so much artists save my life, and it's just like to have that be what I could do for someone else would be amazing. Like like for example, X saved my life. XXX Tentacion. Um, I tried to commit suicide the day before he died. I woke up and he was gone. Um, Mac Miller. I listened to his whole album the night he died. Uh, me and my friend were tripping on acid, um, listening to nothing but Mac Miller all night. And then it was trending on Twitter. He was gone in the morning. So as we were having our come down, he was going up. So it's like so much stuff I've been through and like witnessed. It's bigger than the music. It's I feel like it's bigger than like I feel like we're really put on this earth to save lives, and like there's really like fallen angels for real, like angels that fell from the sky just to complete a task, earn their wings, and go go back up.
If there is something that a message that you can give right now to all your listeners, what would that message be?
Life's not supposed to be perfect, but it's also not supposed to be hard. Life's what you make it, so make it what you want for you, not for no one else. For you, and love yourself.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
Hopefully, feeding the world and not dead. Hopefully, humanitarian vibes.
Okay.
Michael Jackson. Uh, what's it called? What's it called? Around the world. Uh, what's that protest called? Um, hold hands around the world. I want to do that. I want to bring stuff like that back. Like let's all hold hands around the world.
So,
Worldwide citizenship.
if there's people out there that listen to this interview and they're interested on sponsoring or collaborating on missionary work and things like that or humanitarian work, how can they get a hold of you?
You could Instagram my DMs. I respond to everybody, GrimD3, or you could go to BLM860, or you could email me grimd47@gmail.com. I'm a nerd. I check my emails. um, and yeah, um, shout out my sponsors: Six Ice, Denied Approval. Shout out Dewey Neo. Shout out Harper. Shout out Team Himmy. Uh, shout out shit. What's another sponsor? Oh, shout out Eris Vapes. Shout out Eris Vapes sponsor. Amazing sponsor. Shout out China gang. uh, do I have any other sponsors? Oh, shout out Ironhide hardware and skateboards, bags.
So that was your sponsors. Now, who you think is your biggest supporter?
My wife.
Are you going to say something?
I love you forever. Well, you should come in the camera at some point, right? Right? Can't you? Oh, okay. Well, I love you, and our babies next to you are beautiful, also. And yeah, um, this is our time capsule, also. So yeah, this is means our love is infinite. So yeah,
All right.
and you're watching Team Himmy and Himmy Entertainment, not Disney Channel, bitch.
One more question. So I know your wife is very supportive. Any other family or friends that you think that have been supported you through your journey?
Yeah. I want to say just shout out to Fallen Angels Music. Um, that's gonna be a label I start. I basically have people I already have in mind,
Mm-hmm.
and um, that's the homies like Devski, Trippy Hotel, Shugosha Squad. Um, shout out Crew Mula. Shout out Free Chapacito. Damn. Shout out all of Connecticut. I love all of Connecticut. It's hard to not name everybody.
Mm-hmm. Um, you have like something cooking that's coming out soon, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Shout out, just King Bola. Shout out, Mario Chief. Shout out Von Kilowatts. Shout out all the engineers that helped put this together. Shout out, Team Hemi, because I'm still working on certain things and it's gonna be worked here. Uh, and yeah, it's called Grim Apocalypse. It's gonna be basically a trip journey schizophrenic guide, and it's gonna basically guide you through what I went through, and hopefully it helps you through what you going through, whether it's schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, anything you're going through. Trust me, I've been through it because you could look at my medical records, and yeah, the lists go deep, man. So yeah, it's all up in that album. All the mental health stuff is in there, on the mental illness. Cause motherfucker, I'm ill, not sick. Um, yeah. There's gonna be a deluxe, and yeah, and I'm gonna drop a mixtape with it too, cause I don't want to just make y'all cry. I want to party with y'all too.
And this is coming out May 4th.
May 4th.
Awesome. Are you doing like a release party?
That's
Are
what I
you
want to
doing
do.
something?
That's what I want to do. I just gotta find the venue. I'm trying to figure out a venue, and
The city said they're supposed to help.
yeah, I want
And
to do like a mental health awareness thing, like show at the Bushnell. But that's, I don't know. That's something that I want to do annually, and like That's in the cut. That's in the cut. I
Okay.
want to wait till it's officially like established, and then yeah.
So out of all the things that you do, which one do you love the most?
I love performing. I love to just be in the crowd, talk to the crowd. I love letting people know, like, yo, like, you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when I perform, everyone tells me that, like, I get two things. It's either you're a beast
Mm-hmm.
or, like, yo, like, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that feels good.
Um, do you have anything scheduled upcoming where people can go check you out? Any
Um,
performances?
420,
Mm-hmm.
I'm performing at Heaven Skate Park. Um, that's going to be an amazing protest. Shout out BLM 860 and GTA 860. Um, Shout out King Bola, uh, and Evilise Correa and Lou Dizzy and everyone that's a part of that. Um, Shout out our tribe too. Our tribe, we have a lot of events coming up soon. Uh, we have some events in May. I don't know the exact dates, but just look up at our tribe. And every Fridays they do karaoke.
Do you post all these events like in your socials?
Yes.
Yes. So can you repeat your socials again for everybody that's watching?
At Grimd3 on Instagram, and TikTok is Grim_D47. Facebook is GrimD Dead Boy, and yeah, Grimd47 at gmail.com.
And for any booking or interest in for you performing, how you prefer to be contacted?
Email, definitely.
Can you tell them your email one more time?
GrimD47, GRIMD47 at gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming, and I really appreciate that I got to ask you some questions. I just gotta say, I'm gonna have to invite you back in a few years because you got your hands in a lot of things,
Yeah, I'm down.
and we're gonna need an update.
I'm with it.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.